savanna. Vramba and her companions quicken their pace. They are thirsty and need to cool their parched skin. Pongo discovers the joys of abundance. Thick yet fragile, an elephant's skin requires constant care. Dust baths and mudding all help protect the skin from insect attacks and sunburn. Elephants love wallowing in swampy hollows. They use their trunks as hose pipes and spray themselves with beneficial mud. Pongo finally has time to remove the remaining parts of the umbilical cord by meticulously scratching himself against this large stone. Vramba has just found a tasty-looking grove. This long, refreshing bath has made the elephants hungry, and they soon join the matriarch under the palm trees. The banquet can finally begin. The clan rarely has the opportunity to feed on such a great variety of delicious plants. And for the youngest members of the group, it's the very first time. But Vramba's clan is not alone in appreciating this idyllic oasis. Taking advantage of the nearby water source, the local farmers have planted their crops on the edge of the palm grove. An unusual sound alerts Vramba to a possible danger. Her fears are then confirmed by an odor she can recognize anywhere. The scent of man. In the days when Swali was matriarch, hunger drove the clan to destroy the cropland. The farmers killed the old female. Swali was Vramba's elder sister. Vramba naturally succeeded her as the clan's leader. Once again, Vramba decides to move camp. Although there is no immediate danger, she is anxious to protect her family. Swali's tragic story could well be repeated. A few miles away, some workers are erecting electric fences to protect the cultivated land. An insurmountable barrier, even for the elephants. Although the purpose of these artificial barriers is to protect both the animals and the villages, they actually have the opposite effect by eventually imprisoning the elephants. And once the elephants have exhausted all food resources, they can easily become aggressive and dangerous. Penning in elephants also prevents the males from seeking out females in other family groups. In the long term, inbreeding weakens the entire species by rendering it more prone to disease. Vramba takes advantage of the night to discreetly circumvent the half-built fences and get away from this trap. Elephants are diurnal, that is, they live by day, but they have found a way to escape man. They have altered their rhythm and walk through the night, constantly moving from one territory to another. Their ability to adapt is one of the keys to their survival. Another clan has joined Vramba's during the night. They will walk together for a while. For the matriarch, this is proof she is on the right track, leading to the foot of the snow-covered mountain. One of the elephants belonging to the other clan has a fresh wound on the end of its trunk. It looks very much like a wound a snare might cause. The farmers frequently set this type of trap. The elephants communicate at a distance by making infrasonic calls. These very low-frequency sounds are well below the range of human hearing. Scientists have observed over 20 different calls, which each elephant answers according to his mood and character. Something in the middle of the plain has caught Vramba's attention. It was here that the clan's former matriarch, Swali, collapsed and died from her wounds. Vramba and the other females in the clan merely have to touch her skull and tusks to recognize her. Old elephants sometimes withdraw to remote areas where the grass is softer and easier to chew. But after a time, their bodies can no longer cope with food. The elephants grow thinner and die of hunger or other natural causes. Unfortunately, this was not Swali's case. A great many books have been written about elephant graveyards. It has often been said that when the old animals sense death approaching, they go to die in a specific spot known to all their fellow elephants. The reality is far less romantic. What men have taken for graveyards are actually mass graves. Hounded by the poachers, families of elephants would group together in enormous herds. All the ivory hunters had to do then was fire into the crowd. Although he does not really understand what is happening, Pongo is drawn to Swali's skeleton too. His elders are going to initiate him into ancestral worship. Vramba's clan is now gathered around the carcass as if to pay its respects to the deceased. Elephants are the only wild animals which respect their ancestors. They are going to conscientiously scatter Swali's bones. Apparently, elephants are aware that they are killed for their ivory. A recent study has even observed that many African elephants are born without tusks, suggesting they had biologically adapted to an environment which has become hostile. Before pursuing its journey, Vramba's clan will